So this is for the fan motor for a Fiesta. I saw another video, and someone pointed out that these things are not made. The brushes wear out, but they're not really made to be replaced, and it is a bit of a hassle. But I thought I'd have a go. So just in case you do want to strip it out, probably not worth it if you put a value on your time. But if you don't like throwing things out, and I think it probably can be done. So let's see. First of all, you'll have to, these little tabs, instead of having screws, they've got these tabs that they've belted over. So you have to get a cold chisel, put the whole thing in a vise, and smack them off. These ones around here are the hardest to get to, the ones near the electrical fitting, and deforms a bit actually, but it's going to be a hassle to get them on, but eventually you'll get this off, and then you can see what's inside. Here's the 4 carbon brushes. They're all really worn down, and one of the springs was, the end of it had been worn off, so I had to replace one of them. So, of course, I had to wait for those parts, so I thought it might be useful information. These are the specifications that I got. The torsion springs, if you need them, if you're lucky, they might still all be intact, but I had to get a torsion spring. So it seemed to be 1 millimetre wire, 9 coils of 1 metre, so it's like 9 mils deep because there's 9 turns on them. The angle sort of doesn't matter because I did have to really modify them. They came like this, so I had to twist them around. That was a bit of a hassle, but it can be done with some fine pliers. And the brushes themselves, they're kind of worn away, so the height 9 or 10 mil, 6 or probably even 7 mil wide is okay. They are slotted though, so that they sit in here. So these guys go back and forward, and the springs push them forward. The ones I got weren't slotted, so I had to just get a little hacksaw and cut a little notch on each side so they'd slide. They come with a spring on. I just cut the end off this thing, and then I cut the ends off the old ones, and I don't know if you can see that, it just soldered the wires together. Or you could probably take them off the terminal, but the extra length is handy. Not really the best soldering. So yeah, that's what I've done so far, and we'll see if it works. Okay, take 2. One other thing I didn't mention before is when you have to take that circular board out to be able to slot the brushes in. You've got to be careful not to lever this. I've put a couple of cracks in this that I'm going to have to glue as well. In particular, these 2 tabs here, you might need to get a grinder to grind them back so you can lift that board off, the one inside. Anyway, I've rigged this up to the battery to test and see whether it works. If it works, that will be turning. Let's try to connect them. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. But we seem to have a functioning fan, which is good news. So I'll just have to smash these little tabs back down. I've only just got them loosely at the moment. And by the way, the brushes and springs I just got off AliExpress, and they're only a couple of bucks each. So like I said, it takes a fair bit of time, but if you're happy to tinker, it's a cheap fix, and it saves all this stuff and all the cowling and the whole fan assembly, because you can't buy them separately. Saves a lot of landfill, which is a real shame. There's a fair bit of copper in there. It'd be a waste to chuck that. Alright, have fun. Good luck if you give it a go.